Hey everybody, Mike Steele here, Barbecue Champs Academy live, and I've got my good buddy here, Mr. Aaron Leslie, in the house with us tonight. What's
What you
going on,
doing?
Big A-Rod? You doing good, brother?
Doing good. Take the class before he shuts me off at the end of the
Take the
show this
class.
time.
That's
I'm gonna
it.
say it. I'm gonna say it first. Yeah, doing good. Got some good news. My mom is ringing the
Yes,
bell today, and
I
and
saw
she's been
that.
a man. I'm super proud of her. She's been a trooper this whole time. So
I saw that. I am
got
so
some
happy for her.
got some good
Man. That
news,
that
man.
was the greatest news
Not out of the
ever.
woods yet, but she's done her
That
last chemo, so it's good.
that's good, man. That is good. I know that's been a tough battle for you, and man, you're a good son. You took care of her the whole time. So
She took
that
care of herself. I just helped her out a little bit here and
helped
there.
her out, got her there doing some things that a son would do, man. So you're just a
Yes,
big teddy
sir.
bear anyway. So,
You know,
man, I tell you what, I'm excited about tonight. We got something that's going to be released that
talk to
hasn't
me.
been
What we got?
released. So we have got the Rod Gray, president, KCBS, on tonight. I'm sure everybody at some point in time has used his product. Eat Barbecue is just some amazing product, and I told him, I said, I'm a hero. I said, I got a couple of your rubs. I said, man, you kind of inspired me when I first started cooking. Yours are some of the first rubs I ever grabbed and tried, and they are absolutely amazing. So
Love it. Zero to
Rod
hero.
is a great guy. We also got a multiple world champion, Mr. Jordan Kirkpatrick, is with us tonight. So it doesn't get any better than that guy. And then if you want to know any and everything about KCBS barbecue competition, you go talk to a judge. And we've got the master judge, as far as I'm concerned, Eric Cantrell, amazing KCBS judge, in
Good cook
a
too.
wealth of knowledge. Yeah, and a great cook. A wealth of knowledge. There's no question about that. And they have got some really exciting news to release to the public for the first time. You're going to do it tonight on Barbecue Champs, and we do appreciate that. And they were just kind of filling me in a little bit on the backstage, so I know a few questions to ask. And Rod just, man, he's just great the way he just kind of went in and laid everything out. And I think everybody's going to be pretty dadgum excited. I mean, it is a really cool deal, and we're going to spill the beans here in just a minute. We got a few folks coming in. Mr. Gordon, Mr. Travis, we appreciate you being here. Yep, congrats to Mama
Thank you.
A
Thank you.
Rod. There we go. Oh, good, and congratulations to your mom. Yes, sir. Mr. Mark's with us. Mr. Samuel's with us. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We're going to give just a few minutes to let as many folks get on as we can. We'll have this obviously rolling all week, so if you missed the show, just you're tuning in after we've already done it. You can always still put a comment in, and we may pick it up and see it. But we usually try to get all the questions answered when we do these podcasts. So I'm really excited to let everybody know what's going on. So it's pretty cool. So man, we got a lot of folks steadily coming on. Need to get Chili Show on one of these. Yeah, that's for sure. AJ, Mr. AJ's in the house. Good to have you with us tonight, Mr. AJ. Mr. Darren, appreciate you being here. Mr. Burley, appreciate you being here. Kyle down from South Louisiana is with us. So anyway, what you got going on this week, Aaron?
Man, just trying to catch up. Been working on my little horse trailer. I'm trying to get together to get it rodeo ready by January, and trying to put new sinks in and get the plumbing fixed, and the freeze, and got the Jambo mounted in the back and
There you
bed
go.
cut out, and so trying to get it ready to go so I can use it instead of being a canopy cowboy in
Yeah,
wintertime,
yeah, it'd be a little
and
bit nicer.
getting that knocked out, and trying to catch up on the busy season, get things delivered. So just
There you
man,
go.
just trying to fit it all in when I can.
That's it. I know it. It's that time. We kind of get all our toys out, get them all cleaned up and polished, and get them ready for a new year. Mark,
Or
what did
build
you?
it.
Yeah, or build it. What did you do with Lee? We put Lee in timeout. He was
Yeah,
naughty. We
yeah,
just threw him in
yeah,
timeout.
man. He needed a spanking.
He needed a spank. We just no. Lee actually had to go up to North Carolina. His niece got married, and he's been on the road for about a week and a half. And he should be pulling in the driveway probably about 30 minutes ago. He probably is getting pretty close to his house. So anyway, so Lee hopefully he'll be back with us next week. I don't know if he's got any plans after being back. He may have some honeydews to get caught up on for the week, but we may have him back. Not, we got Mr. A-Rod with us. So
All the time.
anyway, looks like we got 50,000 folks on here. That's the magic number for us to get started. Don't want to take up too much of these guys' time tonight. We got a lot to talk about. Now, look, guys, we got some big information coming. If you have questions about anything, please drop them in the chat and we will try to get you answers. Real quick, we want to thank all of our partners. David with Gunnar Wilhelm Knives. Please keep in your prayers. I've been saying over and over, he's battling stage 4 cancer. He's had 6 surgeries this year. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Also, our good friends at B&B Charcoal, thank you so much for being part of Barbecue Champs Academy. We thank you. Miss Gail with Daigle's Barbecue Rubs and Sauces, and she got some amazing glazes. And Raider Red Meats, if you're needing some Prairie Fresh product, hook up with Kirsten, and she will get you what you need. They've got some great product there, and be sure to tell them that Barbecue Champs sent you, and she will know what you're looking for. So she does a really good job of getting you what you need. All right, well, without further ado, I think it's, let me get this little thing off the top up here. Give me 1 second. That's the one I'm trying to get rid of. Let's bring in this guy. I mean, it's pretty cool when you got the president of KCBS and probably a lifelong hero to many of us coming into it, Mr. Rod Gray. Rod, it is a privilege to have you on our show, brother.
Mike, Aaron, it's great to see you guys tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for being on. You kind of given me a little sneak peek behind the scenes of what's going on. I'm excited. I know there's going to be some people out there that probably be pretty excited about this as well. Next up, well, you know, when you're a world champion, it just kind of, I guess, I don't know, I ain't a world champion, but you kind of got to feel good when you come up to a barbecue competition. And this guy's, he's won a couple world champions. Mr. Jordan Kirkpatrick. Jordan, thank you so much for being on our show tonight, and congratulations to all the success that you have had over the years. I've got a chance to cook with you. I think I got a first chance was at the Jack. I know you did pretty well when you was at the Jack that one year, and it's great seeing you and glad to have you with us tonight, brother. Can't hear you. You're muted. Uh-oh. Deep up. Uh-oh, his earbuds may have died on him. So give him just a second. We'll get Jordan hooked back up. I don't. Oh, hold on. Let's see. What about now? You there? Can we hear you?
Me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what happened. Okay.
I'm supposed to quit. You're not supposed to push buttons when you're going.
I saw a little arrow across the mic over
I
here.
was starting to hit something.
I've never seen the mic off, and I was like, man, let me hit that. Jordan, glad to have you, brother.
Thank you for having me on. Appreciate
it. And last but not least, if you want to know any and everything there is about KCBS barbecue judging, food criteria, what you should and what you might not want to do, then we got to bring this guy in, Mr. Eric Cantrell. Thank you, brother. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for reaching out. Eric's actually the one that kind of spearheaded this. He called me and he said, hey, we got some new stuff that's going to be coming to KCBS and would like to be on your show, and maybe we could get Rod and Jordan to join us, and we can talk a little bit about what's exciting and what's coming. You got some new stuff for 2026, and I want to just kind of turn it over to Rod and just kind of let him tell you what is about to happen for 2026. And it involves world championships that there's going to be a lot of people that's going to get to go to it. Rod, I want you to just kind of take it away and kind of tell us a little bit about the story. I want everybody to kind of listen. And if you've got a question, please feel free to drop them in the comments, and we'll do everything we can to get it. We've got the people here that can answer it. Let's put it that way. All right, brother, go ahead and get us started. Rod, thank you for being here.
So, Mike, I appreciate you having me on here again, by the way. And
absolutely,
KCBS will be 40 years in 2026. 40 years old. I'd say not only do we deserve a seat at the table, but we probably built the table. We've been around that long, and we realize it's time to up our game a little bit. And the World Invitational will be in its 8th year in 2026. And we wanted something new and interesting, something to maybe light a fire into the barbecue community. So we came up with an idea we think everybody's going to love. And that is that on Friday night at the World Invitational, which is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event with an open on Saturday and then the Masters Invitational and the Backyard Invitational on Sunday. On Friday night, we're introducing World Finals, World Chicken Finals, and a World Rib Finals. And we're reaching out. We're doing something I don't think anybody's ever done before. We're inviting everybody who's done well with chicken and ribs to come and show your skills, and let's settle it. Let's find out who's the best chicken cook, who's the best rib cook. So in addition to anybody who's won a KCBS one meat contest in chicken or ribs, who's won a KCBS category in chicken or ribs, who's won all the majors, any of the majors in chicken or ribs. And we're really going beyond the majors we normally talk about, meaning we think about the American Royal Invitational Open, we think about the Jack. But don't forget about the rib champion at Memphis in May, and don't forget about the chicken and rib champion at the Houston Livestock. All those folks are invited, and beyond that, we're inviting the year-long chicken champ or rib champ of 14 different sanctioning bodies.
Wow.
And we want them all to come. We want them all to cook chicken. We want them all to cook ribs if you're qualified. We want to get it turned in. We want to settle it once and for all. We want to find out who the champion is. I don't think this has been done. This is something new. We're really excited about it. We think it's going to be a great time. And if you're inclined, hang around the next day and cook in the open. We'll have over $70,000 that weekend to give away, and
Wow.
a big chunk of that is in the open on Saturday. So, but it's exciting. It's a 2-year qualifying period. If you were ever the KCBS Team of the Year in chicken or ribs, then you are grandfathered in from any of the years. But other than that, it's a 2-year period. It starts March 1 of 2024 and carries through February 28th or 29th if it's leap year. In this case, not in 2026. That's the 2-year period to qualify.
Right.
We want you all to pack up and come down. Come to Lebanon, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee State Fair, which is a really, really great facility turned on to us by Eric and by Jason Cole, Smoke on the Shores. And let's settle it. Let's figure it out.
That's awesome. All right, so you gave us a lot of information. So I'm just going to kind of break it down and just kind of ask a few questions. So first of all, you said the majors, obviously Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, the Jack, American Royal. I'm assuming San Antonio Rodeo is probably in there as well. That's a massive competition as well. So I would think that one would be, or not.
It's not, but I think we'd entertain that if the champion from San Antonio wants to come.
Okay.
Well, if the champion wins one of the majors and gets his invite to Houston, wouldn't that be a major?
Well, you got to win
Because
the chicken or the rib.
Barbecue Austin is also a major because it gets whoever wins Barbecue Austin also goes to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
So you might want to just think about those. If you win, like if you GC Austin, you get an automatic shot to go to San Antonio or the Houston Livestock. If you win San Antonio and you GC it, you get an automatic bid to go cook on Champions Row at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And those are big competitions.
I guess the majors would be like you mean if it qualifies for the Jack.
Yeah, well, no, the major is the Jack. The 4 majors in the U.S. are Houston Livestock, Memphis in May, the American Royal, and the Jack Daniels. Those have always been considered the 4 majors.
Okay.
And so that's how we looked at this.
Okay.
You know what? I'll be honest with you.
I'm just asking to clarify. So
100 teams, 100 pro teams, 100 Master Series teams, 50 backyard teams. Winning Smoke on the Shores ought to get you in too, but it's something to think about. It's just we needed to wrap our arms around the idea of let's get the best of the best there, and let's all get them together, and let's cook it and turn it in. Let's find out how it falls out.
That sounds great. All right, so I'm going to kind of dive into a little bit. Okay, so I think you had told me backstage there's 14 sanctioning bodies that have a chance to come in. Yep. I cook a lot of BCA, which is in Louisiana. So if you're the chicken champ or if you're the rib champ for the last 2 years, you get an automatic invite to go cook the World Invitational.
You're invited to come cook the World Chicken Finals and the World Rib Finals at the KCBS World Invitational.
That's awesome. And so just to give you an example, I cook mainly Outlaw, I cook BCA, I cook some CBAs as well. All of those that's 3 right there.
Yep. And they're all in.
And they're all in. And there's 11 other sanctions across the entire United States. So if you are the rib or the chicken champion, points champion at the end of the year, you're invited to go cook this world championship. And he did tell me one other thing, and you can back me up, make sure I'm not wrong, Rod. If you won the rib in one sanction and you won the chicken in another sanction, you get to show up and cook both of them the same night. Is that correct?
You're invited to both. Absolutely. And this is
the whole alphabet
Friday evening. This is Friday evening. Our event is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and this is Friday evening. But yeah, and the KCBS website has a news column on the right. This was the top story, and I tried to get it to stay there, but we've got some minutes and an agenda and some minutes that went in front of it. But there's an explanation of it completely. tells you all the ways you qualify. And we're working through this list right now to invite these people because not everybody's immensely responding to us on who their champions are. But at the bottom, it says the invitations are out. If you feel like you've qualified and you haven't been notified, please let us know. Here's how to get a hold of us. But yeah, we're going to invite you all. We want at the Friday night, somebody's going to be the chicken champion, and they will have come from who knows where.
Okay.
List of 14 sanctioning bodies and the majors.
Okay,
to create this.
So Gordon did ask something. It's pretty legit. Is the Rib Cook-Off Association? They crown a points champion at the end of the year. So,
yep. They're
there. All right.
Yep.
So we already know who that is. We had him on a show here a couple weeks ago. So that is great. Man, that is Rib Cook-Off champ is included. There you go. So, man.
You want me to read, Mike? You want me to read the list really quick?
Oh, yeah. If you got the list of all the sanctioning bodies, that would be great.
So BCA, it's probably fastest if I read it that way, but BCA, CBA, FBA, Florida Barbecue Association, GBA, Georgia Barbecue Association, IBCA, Lone Star, MBN, NEBS, Outlaw Barbecue Association, PNWBA, Rib Cook-Off Association, Rocky Mountain Barbecue Association, State Cook-Off Association, and St. Louis Barbecue Society.
Wow.
So all of those are included.
That is absolutely awesome. All right, so that's the way it works. If any of you know, or if you know somebody that that won in the chicken or rib for the last 2 years in one of those sanctioning bodies, make sure you reach out to them and tell them, because they're invited to go cook at a world championship, the World Invitational. This is a world championship cook-off, and you're going to have the best of the best.
Yeah. And just in case anybody hasn't looked it up or doesn't know, this is a Memorial Day weekend. In Lebanon, Tennessee, which is about 30 miles east of Nashville at the Tennessee State Fairgrounds. And it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday event. And I'll be honest with you, we'd love for you to stay and cook the Open the next day, because we're opposite of what you think of. We do the Open first and the Invitational second. So you could cook your category on Friday night and not break down and stay and cook the 4-meat category on Saturday in the Open. Even submit a cocktail. We have a cocktail category on Saturday. And we'll have awards Friday night for this. We'll have awards Saturday night for the Open, and then of course we'll have the Invitationals on Sunday. We'll have the awards for those on Sunday. So, come down, and if you didn't qualify for the Sunday Invitationals, you can still cook the Open and have awards, and then stay or cut out. Eric mentioned this when we were backstage, but it's an amazing facility. We have showers, we have indoor restrooms. Everybody has at least 30 amp power. We have climate controlled judging. We have a great pavilion for the awards. It's really, really a great facility. A lot of people experience it at Smoke on the Shores that happens in March that Eric and Jason put together, which is an amazing contest. But we think this is fun. We think this is new. We don't know that anybody's ever done this before. I'm pretty sure they haven't. And we're being inclusive. We want you all to come. We want to settle this once and for all.
Wow. All right. Tell us the date again, Rod.
You're putting me on the spot. It's the 20th through the 20th.
Memorial Day.
20th through the 22nd. I know maybe it's 22nd through the 24th.
22nd through the 24th.
It's May 22nd through the 24th.
So that's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
All right. So a couple questions. Can you come in early, or do you all allow to come in on like a Thursday?
We do. Here's the caveat for the first year here. They have a big event happening right before us. And so this year, in the previous 2 years, you could show up. Well, I know that Bill Purvis showed up on a Sunday the week before and stayed a couple years ago. But this year there's a big heavy equipment event, so we can't get in till Thursday at 5:00 this year.
Okay.
But we will have a place to park with power. If you get there earlier than that this year, there's a lot of parking with great power, and so there'll be somewhere to go. A little bit different. We're a little bit apprehensive about the idea that we can't move in 150 teams until we start 5 p.m. on Thursday, but we'll get them in there.
Okay.
Eric's in charge of that. He does a great job.
Yeah, we'll get them in there. So if you want to come on. We got a spot for you. Unfortunately, it may not be your permanent spot once that we get you set up, but man, nice facility.
Okay, that is awesome. Okay, so I'm sure it's going to have an outrageous entry fee. I mean, you're cooking at a world champion. You got power. You got all this stuff. How much is the entry fee?
$100. $100 category.
$100. Wow.
I know you want to ask me what the prize money is, and I know that's important to everybody. We're still working on that with the idea that we want a nice payout. We want to pay deep. We want to pay well.
That's good.
We're working on that now to get that finalized.
Okay. All right. So got one of my brothers from South Louisiana, Keith Sharp. He cooks in BCA. And he said, Mike, I won the chicken this year. May have to take a look at that. So BCA, I don't even have to ask them. You know, Keith, I couldn't remember if Andy actually kept up with a chicken champ, a rib champ, and a brisket champ. So I guess they do, because you just popped up here and said chicken. You won chicken this year. So
come
Keith,
up, give us a try. It's
Keith,
Lebanon, Tennessee. It's not that far.
Yeah, you could easily just roll right on up in there, Keith. That would be pretty cool. I mean, it really would. So
what is this one?
Man meat.
Man. Let's see.
Every 8 minutes, you're gonna swap them out.
How many shirts can Eric wear on one podcast? Oh my god!
Surprised he didn't have them all on at one time. He just pulls one off.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Stephen Peacock, glad to have you with us tonight, brother. I don't know if you won the chicken champ in OBA, but if you did, you can go cook the World Invitational. So. Okay, so let's see here. Off topic, but will Royal be at the Speedway again? So I keep hearing rumors that y'all are trying to get a new facility made. You want to just give us it's going to be at the Speedway, or no, we're going to be at our new facility?
So this is a great question, but it's for the wrong reason. You know, KCBS is just a sanctioning body. The American Royal is their own association,
right?
Nonprofit. I'll let you in on what I know, which I think I'm okay to say this. They would really like to have this at their facility, their new facility they're building, but they don't know if construction's going to allow it. So if construction doesn't allow it,
it'll be back at the Speedway.
It'll be at the Speedway.
But this may be the last year, because I heard they're getting pretty close. Wouldn't you think, if you had a guess?
Building's up. So it's a 2-phase situation, but phase 1 is well underway. In fact, you could see the structures this year when we were there.
Okay.
And it's massive. It's incredible to see the structures.
Okay.
So it's going to be an amazing facility. They're really looking forward to it. It's going to be world class.
That's
and
awesome.
They really want to have it over there. They do.
Yeah. Okay. I hope they have good weather and get the crew in there and get it built. So, all right, back on topic. So we got Keith. You can obviously go. Keith, you definitely need to show up for that. Texas showed up to the 2023 invitation. Just good evening, fellas. Let's see. All right, would you cook the same chicken you turn normally, half chickens, or would you do legs or thighs? Well, this is going to be on KCBS scoring system. So
KCBS rules, six identifiable pieces in the box.
Yeah, so you'd probably want to practice on some chicken legs or some chicken thighs or chicken wings. Any one of those are submissible. So I have a few chicken buckles. Yes, sir. Oh, goodness gracious. Any idea on world dates yet?
No,
not yet. It's all about getting NASCAR's schedule and seeing when they can schedule around all that, I'm sure. So,
Mike, I do want to say this. The NASCAR schedule's out. And the Royal, I will tell you, despite what you see on social media, the Royal is very sensitive to the idea of getting a date so people can plan for it.
Right.
There are just these certain things that have to fall in place for them to do that.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, there's a survey you guys get after the Royal, and they take that very seriously. A couple years ago, it was about the fact that we had it on the weekend of Halloween, and folks said, "Hey, our kids missed Halloween," and so they were very sensitive, and they said, "We won't schedule it back on the weekend of Halloween again."
Right.
I mean, they listen to the cooks. They really do.
That's good.
I know a lot of people think they don't. There's a lot of pressure to get it done and get it done right.
Right. Well, look, come on, man. You got 500 teams there. It's hard to cater to everybody. You can try to do your best. You're not going to please everybody, but when you got 500 teams, you gotta try to do the best that you can. So
you can have 10 teams in a room and you won't be able to cater to everybody. Trust me. My 25 years on the circuit.
That's exactly right. Where's Eric at?
Well, he's changing.
He changed his shirt.
He's in his dressing room.
Oh, he's got them lined up, man. He's so fast at doing this. You know what? We're gonna have to put him on America's Got Talent. I don't know if you saw that girl that could just flash and everything changed. That girl was amazing. Eric, we're gonna hook you up to America's Got Talent. We're gonna show you how to do it. So
I was going to put all of them on, but I didn't want to have a wardrobe malfunction.
I understand. I appreciate that. This is a rated PG show. Wow. So it's $100 entry fee. It's Memorial Day weekend. Massive facility, showers, 30 amp hookup just about on every place. But some, Eric said they had a lot of 50 amp hookups.
And that's included.
That's all included in your entry fee. $100, amazing. Just trying to chicken champ, rib champ. If you won chicken in one division, OBA, and you won ribs and CBA or whatever the 14 organizations are, you get to cook both. Man, this is really good. All right, let's see. I'm just waiting to announce.
Jason Cole wants everybody to know that the Nashville airport's only 15 minutes away from the facility. I think it's 20, but it's close enough. And I think he's trying to say if somebody could bring your equipment, you could fly in and do it if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. With that many teams there, somebody's going to have a drum or something that you could probably borrow to cook on. So where are you going to change hats? I think that needs to be a bigger one. Oh, my goodness. Wow. They have a 2-day package also. Okay, a 2-day package.
Eric, that makes you look naked.
He just doesn't look right without the big cap, man.
Just gotta go there. I know that guy.
I know that guy. I mean, he kept sending me all these pictures he was wanting me to change. It's like, dude, I ain't changing the picture I got of you. Like, that one is epic with that hat, man. So, oh, goodness gracious. All right, so we're going to open up some questions. If anybody's got any questions about this, drop them in the chat. Now, I want to go to Jordan. Jordan, you've been kind of quiet. So you're a cook, world champion, obviously probably rib champion, and you said you didn't get chicken. What's your thoughts? I mean, what do you think about this? You think this is going to be a pretty cool deal to bring a bunch of organizations together to cook KCBS maybe for the first time?
Yeah, I think it's a good move. I mean, I've heard on multiple podcasts, you hear Texas guys talking about how they're the best brisket cook or vice versa, and I think it would be.
You know it. You've tasted it, man. You know it. I mean, just say it.
Just say it. We can get into the weeds on that, but I'm always going to try too. But no, I think it'd be cool to have everybody kind of come together in a central location and battle it out. And that's the ultimate bragging, right? I mean, you know what I mean? You hear people say all the time, "Oh, such and such wasn't at this contest or wasn't at this contest," and it would be hard to argue whenever it's an open invite to every sanctioning body and every champion. So I think it'd be a good move.
Yeah, I do too. I just think it's a way to help grow the sport,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my big deal when I started Barbecue Champs Academy. I mean, I was 2 years into cooking, 3 years into cooking, and like some of the guys that I really looked up to, probably about my 4th or 5th year, you got the newcomers like myself, and we were starting to get better, starting to get a lot of grand champions, and you saw these newcomers coming in, and the older guys just, they weren't quite keeping up. And, I didn't want nobody. I didn't want barbecue to die. I mean, I literally started seeing competitions get less and less. You didn't have as many people. And man, the one thing I didn't want was for the sport that we love to all of a sudden, you don't have as many people out there. And that's why I was like, man, if we had a platform that we could sell just all these world champion classes on, we could really grow this thing. And yeah, we've sold a few classes. I'll put it that way. I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of classes. And I don't know, we was trying to keep up the other day, but I know we've got at least 15 of our students, at least 10 of our students have won world championships. Thousands of them have got grand champions and reserve grand champions and top 10. And it's really great to see barbecue, doing very well. And that's the one thing I'm really excited about. I think what you're doing with KCBS is, giving people a chance to come into KCBS and maybe cook an event that they may not have ever, I can't go to the American Royal. It is expensive to go to the Royal, and you do have to have some time off to be able to get there. So, but this is kind of a really neat way to go in. Anyway, all right, a couple other questions here. Michael, late to the show, KCBS backyard included.
Yep, doesn't matter. If you want a KCBS chicken or rib category, that's both Backyard and Masters. You're invited.
You're invited. Okay, yep, there you go.
That's an end of the year category, correct?
No, for KCBS, we're letting in our chicken champions and our rib champions. But to round it out, we're letting in majors champions and team of the year champions.
Okay, so if you won a rib or a chicken at a backyard event, that automatically gets you. Period.
Any contest.
Okay. KCBS.
No, okay. KCBS. Okay,
that's correct.
Cool.
That's correct. I got you.
Okay, very good. Which sanctioning body scoring system will be used? Well, I'm imagining it's going to be KCBS.
Gordon.
Come on, Gordon.
Come on, man.
Come on, Gordon. It's KCBS, brother. Thanks, Pat. What else we got here? Michael, you're coming this year. All right, there we go. All right, so if anybody's got questions, I mean, this is certainly the time to ask. It sounds like to me it's going to be a pretty fun event. Going to be a lot of heavy hitters there. And
it really stinks because all my perfect 180s and my first places are all brisket from Texas.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, Aaron. I'll tell you what, bud. If this works out, we'll turn it into all 4 categories, and you can win in one.
That's a pretty good idea.
You got to walk before you run, and
there you go, Jordan.
2 short cooks.
I got you hooked up.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, so I've got a question. What time does so let's talk. So it's a Friday cook-off.
Yeah.
What time is meat inspection like that morning? What time can they fire up the pits? When are the turn-in times?
So meat inspection will be Friday morning. It can be as early as 7 or 8 o'clock. If somebody needs it to be that early,
right?
They can fire up whenever they want. Right now, we're proposing a 6 o'clock turn in and a 7 o'clock turn in.
Okay.
We're putting an hour in between.
Good.
And then we'll have awards that night for these 2 categories on the stage.
That same night.
Yep, we're going to do that. We're going to do it that night.
Okay.
And so it'll be a self-contained, basically, World Chicken Finals, World Rib Finals, and awards all on Friday night.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Go ahead, Eric.
And for any of the guys that's going to stay and cook the open with us, they do something for the ribs or the chicken, they can get feedback from KCBS with cars, comment cards, etc., that could help them potentially if they want to tweak something maybe the next day.
Okay, cool. That's really
nice. And the open for the invitational, that's on the Sunday, right?
Opens on Saturday, invitationals on Saturday.
Open, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn around and have a 4-meet KCBS open on Saturday. And so what Eric's saying is, if you turn in ribs Friday night, you could get comment cards that if you don't if you don't win it, it might tell you what someone. I'm sorry, I'm old school.
Right.
If I cook that recipe and it tanks, I'm cooking that recipe the next day.
That's right. I'm gonna keep feeding it to them until they like it. That's exactly right. Yeah, you'll like this one. So, all right. So
Johnny Trigg at American Royal, he'd take a category. He'd say, "Well, guess what? They're going to get that same shit tomorrow."
That's it. That's it. What's the team limit on Wells Cup and Invitational?
Well, so they want to know if there's so space. We say space is limited because we just don't know.
Okay.
We could end up with 100 teams for the open, and then another 50 or 60 teams just cooking Friday night that don't get packed up. Our limit's 200.
200 teams
of any one team for now, and I think we can grow that in the future. But based on the footprint we use now, Eric, don't you think it's safe to say that 200 is our limit?
Well, once the 200 sign up, we'll find room for the rest of the folks here. But don't sleep on signing up.
This guy's a salesman. He ain't gonna.
Jason and Eric say. Jason and Eric are like, we'll take all comers, but I don't feel that way. I want it's. I know. 200. We're going to limit it to 200 this year.
I got you. Need judges from each sanctioning body.
Yeah, I hear you, but we're going to use certified master judges.
Okay.
We're going to use the heavy hitters for these.
Okay. All right.
KCBS, CBJs.
Okay.
Yep.
So are they going to be in Texas? No, it's going to be in Lebanon, Tennessee.
Yeah, just outside of Nashville.
Just outside of Nashville.
Like a third world country. It's Lebanon.
Lebanon. Okay. I was trying to remember it. I was hoping
It's like burn it, darn it. I mean, you got to just run them all together.
Yeah.
Just say East of Nashville. East of Nashville.
It's East of Nashville. Okay, let's see. First 200 teams to sign up gets parked by Eric himself. There you go.
That's actually true, Brian. He knows it.
There you go. All
I
right.
want to know the
Let's see.
shirt count. Eric's shirt count so far.
Yeah, I got
that guy did pretty well. Brian Payton at the KCBS World Invitational last year.
Yep. Okay, we got to see Keystone tonight.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, it's my understanding that you have to be a KCBS member to cook in the Friday night chicken and rib cook-off.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
$45 for an annual membership.
Okay.
And you're in. That is true. You have to be a KCBS member.
Have to be a KCBS
right.
member to cook it. Okay.
So
There's
call
a
it
lot of things
$145 if you're not already a member.
If you're not a member.
$145.
Okay. Yeah, man, the entry fee is so cheap, $100. Throw $45 for the membership. So that's
you're right
cool.
on, Chris. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, that's good. All right, here we go. Got another question. One meets were a good time last year. Looking forward to the new format of champs. There we go.
We did have a great Friday night last year. I think Eric, you remember the number? Did we have about 70 rib teams turn in?
We did.
And about 50 chicken teams turn in. We just did an open chicken one meat and an open rib one meat, and great participation, good times. The awards went off without a hitch. It was great. It was fun. A lot of fun.
Okay. Let's see. All right, here we go. Got Wes in here. How much for a spot close to turn in? Eric, do you take cash?
I don't know if Wes wants me to call him out, but, Wes, we can talk about it after the show. But if you want me to air it on the show here, I can tell how much it'll cost you.
Well, we could just ask Jordan. He's got a pretty sweet spot.
You can't afford it.
By the way, Jordan, for the record, I had nothing to do with that.
That's funny.
I don't get involved in placement at all. At all.
Well, if you did or didn't, I appreciate it. I like the spot.
I didn't. I don't.
So if you went there last year, do you get your same spot?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
What we try to do to make it fair for everybody is we'll accommodate you whatever your size needs are. If you come in and you're Charles Beard with Glamping Grillers that's going to be 65, 70 feet, we've got a spot for him over in Section 8.
Okay.
And then if you are the little guy and you got a little pop-up and you want to be close, man, we got a spot for you too. So,
Okay, cool. All right, so we're getting some questions. How will teams know if they don't make the first 200 when they register? Will it cut off at that point?
We'll cut it off. You won't be able to register at that point.
Yeah.
When we get to our limit, you'll no longer be able to register.
The registration will close.
And I don't like those. I don't like when folks say, "Hey, I only have a couple spots left," when they've got 100 spots left. So
right,
if we're getting close to our registration, we'll somehow find a way to let people know and that we're legitimately getting close.
Hey, Rod, you've got my email. Just reach out to me and we'll start. we'll put it out on our show.
Yeah.
Hey, got a message from Rod. They're getting close. If you're wanting to go to this deal, get in there and you better go get registered, because when they hit that number, that's going to be it. So
yeah,
I'll be glad to help. I'll be glad to help any way I can to let everybody know. So, Eric, are you for hire that weekend? Now that would be a good deal. Like if I were to come, I'd want Eric like, hey, what's my flavor profile, man? And how jacked up am I from where I need to be? So
that's an interesting take.
Say that again, Eric.
What he was referring to, Brian Jarvis, Atlanta Barbecue Store, he had a contest a couple weeks ago down in Georgia. And so Brian actually raised some money for his charity. And part of that was that I actually went and cooked with that team who won that auction.
Okay.
Throughout the entire cook process for them.
Okay. That's cool. I guess I'm behind on comments. I'm just still going through. Y'all are ahead of me. All right. They moved me out of my spot to put Jordan there.
They couldn't handle all your shit talking. That was a problem with it.
That was probably what it is. So
I'm hoping I can just put my drum on Jordan's porch and just cook off his porch. Not have to worry about it.
We were worried that Wes's trailer would not stay clean in that spot. So
that may be.
Jordan, can you see these comments?
Yeah, I'm getting them down here. Slow spots close to where aren't always beneficial, right, Jordan? Okay, let me keep on. Can we get the gazebo again? Here goes the shirt change. Dang, the 8-second housing. All right. Yeah, let's
And
see
to
what we
think,
got.
Joe, I was really talking positive about you for this KCBS board.
See, there's Jason. He and Eric believe we can squeeze. We've got room for endless number of teams.
And we have plenty of room. Just sign up. That's funny. Oh God! Now we got to blow. Oh my gosh! Where's Purvis at when you need him? Oh my goodness gracious! How many shirts has this been? Like 15? Oh wow!
So far, the best two have been from Texas.
Yeah, you know. Let's
Man, I'm just
see.
saying.
Eric's taste buds are legendary by early. That's funny. Oh, look at here. We got Darren. I'm coming just to get the prize money up from Jordan.
Field filler.
Field filler.
Filler.
Yeah.
Darren's
Right
even
there.
got the license plate, and it does say has been.
Has been. That's hilarious.
If it means anything, I get my teeth kicked in Tennessee, so I'm just going to hang out and have a good time.
There you go. That is hilarious. All right, guys. If y'all got questions, we'll get answers. So, oh goodness gracious. So Jordan, I mean, you know, you've obviously had another great year this year, and you've seemed to have been on a roll now for 2 or 3 years. So we'll talk a little bit of barbecue while we give folks a few minutes to come in here, and if they got questions and stuff. So. Game plan. Give somebody a tip that, you know, you got a lot of people that's coming in now that are not KCBS cooks, right? And what is a couple tips that you would give somebody? Let's talk really quick maybe about chicken. What's a couple tips that you may give somebody for, say, if they were cooking chicken legs or chicken thighs or something that would kind of help them to get them in the right direction, maybe doing some practice before they come?
Well, I only know thighs. I couldn't help you on legs. But,
Right.
Thighs, man, you just want to. I brine and inject.
Okay.
And I would suggest, you know, whether you're cooking them on an offset or a can, you just want to get them up there in temp. You know what I mean? I would say anything, in my opinion, high. You know, some people say 203, 205. I really think you can get hung up on temps. I tend to try to go higher. I want it to be very soft. You know, you don't want to get it so where you've got it dried out, but you want a very, very soft bite, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. So good tender chicken. Take the thighs up 203 to 205 plus, just wherever it's tender. Just get it tender.
I don't think you want to dive too hard on the temp, but I go well above 205.
Okay. Okay.
Mike,
there you go.
Long
ahead.
Just
time
go
ago,
till it's time
probably-
to turn it in and go.
Probably
Yeah.
before any of you guys
Don't-
are in barbecue, I was in a bad chicken slump. I was kicking butt in the other 3 categories, and chicken was costing me GCs. And Donnie Teal, who just went in the Hall of Fame at the American Royal Buffalo Barbecue, I was asking for tips, and he said, cook it till you think it's done, and then cook it some more.
Yeah.
And he was right. He was right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think somebody's told me that Darren said that when you think it's tender enough, give it 20 more minutes. So anyway, all right, Wes, let's see. Question for Jordan. What are your suggestions on good winning chicken?
Well, he asked that because he likes to let me know after a contest that I suck at cooking chicken this past year. So when I tell you that I've chased my tail on it a bit this year, chicken it liked to punch me in the teeth about. I'd win one and then I'd be 22nd in chicken. I'm like, what the hell's going on? But you just got to run it. I think Rod made the comment. I'm going to run it back at him.
Yeah.
I'd bitch for 4 hours on the way home, and then Allie'd be like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm like, "We're gonna cook the same shit next week." But,
I ain't dropping it. It's good. If it's good here, it's good there. It's gonna be good somewhere. They
But
just may not like it this weekend, you know.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. I chased the tail a little bit this year. I threw it at the wall just to see if it would stick, and sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't.
You're
But
still not doing wings though, right?
you know what? Hey, at the Jack this year, I was super proud of my wings, and
Yeah.
yeah, I was.
Last year you was not very happy with them wings.
That's
No, I was
crazy.
not. That was a bad day.
Wow. All right. So let's talk real quick then about on chicken. Obviously, you know, get them nice, get them tender. don't over smoke them, anything like that. I do know y'all kind of go light on smoke, especially on chicken. Now, what about ribs? I mean, you are a rib killer, so what are some things that they probably could do coming into a competition? What would to help some of these guys that aren't KCBS cooks?
I mean, you want to have a balanced flavor. You know what I mean? You're not trying to throw anything too crazy at them. You don't want one thing to stand out. I would say a good middle of the road flavor profile. I mean,
Okay.
you got two really good guys here that create products, and I'd say you could run both of theirs or a variety of anyone else that has rubs out there. I
Or
think
you
that's
could
the
just
number
mix
one.
'em.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying I think that's the number one thing that you need to realize in all of barbecue is all the flavors can win.
Right.
As long as you don't go too far to the left or too far to the right, you can run it down the middle, but you got to nail texture.
Right.
And I think it's all a texture game, and that's what it boils down to at every contest. So as
Okay.
long as you can get that rib, I mean, I tend to push them far. You know what I mean? And I think that's the key to winning a contest or dropping the ball is you want to push it to the raggedy edge of tenderness and then stop before it goes over.
Okay. Okay. So you don't mind getting them a little tender when they bite in it. It'll be nice and tender, but as long as they don't fall off the bone, you're still good.
If you catch them as soon as they come off, as soon as I get ready to put them back on the pit to set them, you can probably eat them with your gums. But
Okay.
you're cooking it to the tenderness once it gets to the judges table, not when it's sitting there at your cutting board. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Yeah. So
you
that's
gotta
a pro
play
tip.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta lead the passer, you know what I mean? You gotta push the meat until it gets to the table of the
Right.
judges table. not
Yeah.
yours.
That's something that's a good pro tip. You know, it may be tender here, but by the time it sits in the box and gets over there, it may tighten up a little bit. So that's a pro tip. There you go.
Yeah.
There's your whole deal right there. All right, let's see what we got here. Don't let Eric visit during rib cook. Is good advice. Okay. Let's see.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, even if they are a goat.
Oh, goodness.
Shoot.
You better get the whole shot on Jordan and chicken because he's going to chase you down in ribs, pork, and brisket. Yeah, that's for sure. So,
You're just giving them a head start, aren't
yeah,
you, Jordan?
that's it. Giving y'all a chance.
If I could get chicken back in line, I might be okay, but
Yeah. I mean, I know that feeling. It was a stretch. I don't know. It was 4 or 5 years ago. I couldn't get chicken just to save my life. It was just like, man, ribs and brisket, that was deadly. It's that stupid, deadgum, elusive chicken. Like, where the heck that son of a gun run off to now? And man, all of a sudden I got a first place chicken call, and I was like, uh-oh. And now we're good. You know,
I'll tell you the story.
Okay, but let me
I
ask
was
you guys
actually-
a question. Oh, go
Okay.
ahead, Jordan. You go.
Well, I'll just tell you a story with Wes's liking to run his mouth in regards to chicken. I was on my way home from a contest and we were talking, and I mean, I was red. Whew. I was like, chicken has killed me the last 5 contests. And, you know, with the good old loser math, I'm like, did you see that contest? I thought I cooked a 172 chicken. And he was like, oh, you're just shit talking. It wasn't that bad. I'm like, I'm not joking. It's been hurting me. Well, I guess when we're on the phone, he goes on barbecue data and we're still talking and I don't know he's doing this. And he cuts me off mid-conversation. He's like, holy shit, you suck at chicken. I'm like,
thanks a lot.
thanks, man. Yeah, so that's where that is.
Oh, gosh, dog, that is hilarious.
He didn't hold it back neither.
What did Darren say? If you find your chicken, you know brisket will disappear. Yeah, that's for
Guaranteed.
sure. Oh, goodness. All right, so we do have a question here. Kevin Walker. In Texas, it's judged fork and knife. You know, Texas, Louisiana, it's a knife and fork, you know.
Nope. We use our hands.
KCBS is judged how. So they'll put 6 pieces in a box, 6 thighs, 8 ribs. It doesn't matter. I guess that's how many ever chicken thighs you can get in a box. So
It's you have to have 6 identifiable pieces.
6
Beyond that,
identifiable.
put whatever you want in the box.
whatever you
Make it
want.
look
So
good.
yeah.
But
So
when Kevin asks how it's judged, we do not use utensils, Kevin. We use our hands, and we take a bite of the rib, for example. I didn't know if he was talking about ribs or all categories, but from
Right.
the media section.
Yep.
But no utensils.
no utensils. They're going to pick it up. The judges are going to put it on their little plate they got in front of them, and they're going to bite it, and they're going to score it. So if the rib completely falls off the bone, your tenderness may be a little over, and if you go to bite the chicken and you got skin on it and you pull half the chicken off, it may not be as good a bite. So
I know in Texas they get one bite, and the judges get their own rib in this case, or their own piece of chicken, and they can take more than one bite if they want to.
Okay, I didn't know that. So they can take 2 bites. Okay, good. That's
Let me
good.
They can eat the whole thing if they want to, but they'll be miserable if they eat everything.
Yeah.
they put in
Oh,
front of them.
yeah, that's for sure. If you find your chicken in your bread, I'm gonna have to get Darren on this show. Darren, I've got to reach out to you, brother. We have got to get you on our podcast.
Well, it's the old tale. Every time one meat does bad and the other ones are doing good, the minute you find that meat, your best meat just falls off the table. Now you can't find it no more. Chickens came in playing this last year. Now pork's falling off.
Oh yeah.
If I can just put all 4 back together, I'll be in good shape. But
Oh yeah. It's great when you can get on the roll to get them all across the finish line. He was mad. I've only won 6 times this year. So, all right. Do you think you'll have enough master judges signed up? It's hilarious. Would you use a mix of non-master judges? Okay, that's a good question.
This is our signature event. This is KCBS's signature event. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We want master judges. We want J-Cup certified judges. Are there instances where we don't have all master judges? We have had those instances in the past. We still shoot for master judges. Everybody has to be J-Cup certified, which is nothing more than a 1-hour refresher course. And if you're a KCBS member, I highly recommend you jump out and take that course, because it's a nice refresher how judging goes. But no, we're shooting for all masters, and we have had all masters in the past, but not every year. We fill in with qualified CBJs that are J-Cup certified.
Okay. All right. Man, we got Wes is on.
But everybody's a certified judge. We don't have any uncertified judges in the room.
Okay, that is awesome. Man, this sounds like a fun event. I guarantee you, it sounds like a fun event.
It's such a great facility. We wanted to do something that did it justice, and we think this will be a blast.
Yeah. Kind of centrally located. It's not too far. Tennessee is kind of a center hub. Sounds like it's a great facility. And, I think a lot of times you got good parking, you got good power, you got water. Man, that always is going to relate to a good barbecue competition. And you got it on a great weekend, being Memorial Day weekend. So
real restrooms are close, showers. It's really, if you haven't experienced it, I know Shook on the Shores is sold out for this year, but Jason and Eric are why we're here. And it's just the facility. It's just a great facility.
That's going to be great.
Turns into a great barbecue contest for a weekend.
Yeah.
2
Okay.
weekends.
So let's talk real quick now. We've talked about getting in on this chicken and rib cook-off. You said on Saturday is the open. Can anybody cook that?
Yes, the open is open to anyone to cook. It's just like
Okay.
any other barbecue contest in the country. It's just a KCBS sanctioned open contest, and you can come cook it.
Okay. Typically, how many teams have you had in the open?
About 100.
About 100. Okay.
It goes, 90 to 105-ish, 89. It's hard to remember from year to year, but it's usually about 100 teams in the open.
Okay. KCBS judges are taught to use their hands, take the first bite perpendicular to the bone and near the center of the rib. Oh my gosh. What shirt have we got on now?
That's the best shirt.
I can't see it.
Oh gosh.
Good
Oh my
information,
God.
child.
There we go. There we go. Love it.
Tell them what that is, Jordan.
Yeah.
Straight Janksta, bud.
That is hilarious. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I tell you what, we have had a great show tonight. If anybody's got any other questions, please feel free to drop them in, and we will try to get them answered for you. Look, Rod, you and the entire crew at KCBS, I don't know who y'all all brainstormed with to put this together. I'm sure it may have been the board, the cooks, and a whole bunch of other folks maybe kind of giving ideas. But I think, like you said, this has never been done before. And I think it's a really cool deal. I always think it's great Jordan, I think, said something just a minute ago. We all brag who's got the best stuff. Now you all have them, everybody across the United States. If you cook, you're the best chicken cook, come on and let's find out, because we got them all together. And I think that's a really cool way to do it. You got chicken and you got ribs. So that's pretty neat.
I appreciate you guys giving me this platform to announce this tonight. It's been on the website, KCBS website, for a week or so, but I've kept it quiet.
Right.
I just needed to get it out there. We're going to start promoting it as best we can. And this was a great time, a great conversation, great energy.
Oh,
Eric
absolutely.
and Jordan, thanks for helping me out with this, and thanks for letting me do this. I had a blast here tonight.
Yeah, this is great. Now, look, here's the cool thing. Once this is on our Facebook page, Barbecue Champs Academy, you can go share that. So you might want to share that to KCBS, everybody on here tonight. Let's help get the word out about this. As soon as this podcast is over, go to bbqchamps.com. Go to Barbecue Champs Academy. You're watching it probably somewhere on our Facebook page, somewhere on the YouTube channel. Go over to our Facebook page, Barbecue Champs Academy. And once this is done, I don't know, you might be able to share it right now, but we got 75 folks on here right now. If everybody would just go take 5 seconds, just share it, Rod, and you can go share it on KCBS. And this is a great way to get this out to a lot of people because, to help this thing grow, it's the grassroots. We all kind of get together. We want to see the sport of barbecue continuing to grow. So I think it's great. So share away. Jordan, man, you got any last words?
Nope. I'm here for it, man.
You're here for it. All right. Eric, man, let's hear from you. We're on quick change number 23 on that T-shirt tonight.
23. We'll end it on the straight jankster here.
Straight jankster.
I love it.
Just to all of the other barbecue world folks that's out there watching, if you did not supply me with any swag, you missed out. You missed your opportunity. I am a human billboard.
I see that.
So look, I shameless plug, I will wear your merchandise if you'll put it out there. Rod made one comment. He said Smoke on the Shores, which is the contest that we put on the third Saturday in the month of March at the same place. Jason Cole and our team is sold out. Don't let that hold you back from signing up because we have a wait list and there's folks that will sometimes, for one reason or another, that may not be able to make it. So get out there, get your name on the wait list here. We put on a fun event as well.
That's awesome.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
So I cooked nearly 500 KCBS sanctioned contests. I didn't get to go to Smoke on the Shore till I had retired from it, but I went down a couple years ago and blown away by what Jason and Eric pull off down there. And that's what sold me on bringing the World Invitational to that facility, is being able to see how it would set up and how it would run and how it would go. And they do an amazing job, and I'm not a bit surprised they're sold out, and I think that'll be a problem for them for years to come.
That is absolutely awesome. Well, guys, I really appreciate it. Rod, once again, thank you for what you've done for barbecue, man. If you haven't tried this man's product, Eat Barbecue Most Powerful Stuff, Eat Barbecue Zero to Hero. He's got a couple other ones. I think he got one that's the sweet. I've tried that one before, something sweet. But I know those two are really good, and thank you for what you have done. We really do appreciate you and kind of getting behind KCBS as the new president and really trying to get barbecue to growing. And that's what Barbecue Champs Academy is out. Man, we want to support anybody that's trying to help get everybody together because to me, that's what makes it fun. Well, sit tight, guys. We'll talk just for a second back in the green room. Look, we really do appreciate everybody that's been on our show tonight. Be sure to check back with us next Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll have another great show lined up for you. Man, there's this guy, I think they call him the GOAT as well, Mr. Darren. We're going to have to see if we can get Darren on here as well. I may have to reach out to Eric and see if we can pull that together. And love to have him on the show. That's a guy of knowledge. That's for dang sure. Anyway, I really do appreciate y'all being on here. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to showcase this new event for KCBS. We really do appreciate being able to break it here first. And I hope everybody's enjoyed our show. Once again, be back with us next Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. As we always close out our classes when we cook them. Get out there. Y'all have a lot of fun and smoke on.
Take the class.
There you go, Aaron. I gave you just enough time.
Yeah, you gave me an extra second, man. Thank you. Man, you're too quick on that.
I gotta do it at some time. I'm still giving you a few seconds here too. That's the crazy thing. Oh goodness. Well, take the class. And for some reason, I'm hitting end the podcast, and it won't.
You are, and it's still saying live. You know?
This thing is still rolling. There we go.